Hi, Libra. This is your post-quarantine, post-lockdown energy spread. I tried this a while ago. My energy was off, but today I'm feeling really good. I'm getting all the signs taken care of today. This is just going to be what you can expect. We're at the tail end of lockdown, I believe. Okay? So depending on where you live, this is not a timeless read. Timeless reads are no good for me. But this is an energy spread to see where you are, depending on where you live, what energies you can expect coming out of lockdown and into the real world, right? We're going to look at money and love, but mostly, depending on where you live. So let's say, what's today? April 22nd. So mid-May, what that energy looks for you into the summer. Because obviously this isolation, quarantine, whatever, depending on how you live, where you're living, it's done a number on a lot of people. So what can you expect? What's coming through for you guys? Where you are right now in lockdown. I'm not doing any reversals, but, obviously I can't ignore them if they show up, which they have been actually a lot. Which makes sense because, it's a delay. When you see a card in reverse, it's a delay, right? It's some sort of delay of something, which we're all experiencing. Anyway, let's go to what Libra can expect as we transition out of lockdown. So probably mid-May. Some people are like June. Some people are like right now. It just depends what that looks like for you. Libra. Let's pull 3 right now for Libra. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you feel like it. I'm trying my best. Harsh communication. Harsh, direct, cold communication when it comes to money and finances. Harsh reality. Dealing with that. Some of you guys, there's opposition. There's a heavy conversation when it comes to financial restrictions and developments for you guys in the last couple of weeks of lockdown here. It's not a good energy. You are self-sufficient though. Okay, let's go. You're dealing with someone who doesn't want to deal with the conversation. Somebody doesn't want to have a conversation about this, but you feel like it's on your shoulders. You are a solo entity in terms of financial independence, and you like it that way actually. With the 9 of coins is someone who is very pleased with how they're able to seek out and make ends meet, but in terms of that, but also multiply that and find an abundance financially. I think that you're doing okay. But it's flanked by 2 swords here. So it doesn't matter if you're doing okay or not. You're always going to worry. You're always going to have these energies of somebody is not it's like you're torn. It's okay. Here we go. You're torn here, Libra. You have an idea of knowing that you can be financially independent, knowing that you can be financially abundant. One half of you, and that makes total sense because of the scales. One half of you wants to have a direct, frank discussion about the financials, right? The other side of you wants to completely sweep it under the rug and ignore it and not deal with it and just be happy. So there's 2 different sides of you experiencing in the financial sort of the flux during the last 2 weeks of lockdown here. We are getting out in the next 2 weeks. I feel in lockdown for a lot of people. It doesn't matter where you live. So the last 2 weeks of lockdown are what I'm looking at. So as we transition out of that, what can you expect? There's another offer. So you do have side hustles. You do have side gigs. You have side way of income. This could be even just, you always know that you can ask someone. You can actually say to someone, hey, you owe me money, give me money, and they'll give you money. Or, hey, can I borrow money? They'll give you money, no problem. So there's always going to be some sort of source of income that comes in, however that is. Whether if it's a side gig, someone owes you money, a friend, a family member, somebody that you can ask. So you're not poor. You're not broke. You're not down and out. You may feel it sometimes, but you always have some sort of side thing. However that is. It doesn't even have to be a gig. Like a side something. And it's not a lot. It's helpful though. Right? You're going to go back to doing something that you used to do that you kind of thought was over. It's not over. Something's coming back. Something's coming back around. And it has something to do with money. But ultimately, in the last 2 weeks of lockdown, you've already figured out a space. You've figured out an angle. You've figured out a successful avenue. And they're all coming together in terms of financial freedom, financial abundance, financial security. It's all lining up is what I'm saying with the Judgment card here. Your dreams are prophetic right now. You know, what you don't want to do is think to give yourself honestly a time limit. Deliberation on anything that you choose to pursue now in terms of your financial success, that is something you can absolutely spend way too fucking long doing. You got to get out of that. It's asking you now to rely on your instincts and your intuition above your logic right now. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, counterproductive, but that's what it's telling you to do. Because with the 5 of Swords also here, you could find yourself in a headspace that's paralyzing. It's not necessarily the 8 of Swords just yet, but the 5 of Swords is saying that like mental conflict could fuck you up. Because it's asking you to focus on your intuition right now. So if there's something you should say no to, say no immediately. Don't say no plus a reason, say no. If there's something you feel like you should say yes to, say yes immediately. Don't say yes, but what are the provisions? No, say yes. So that's what it's asking. That's your advice coming out of lockdown. Because after lockdown, you're going to experience some new opportunities, some new things that sort of just kind of trickle. It's not going to be like a big, like, wow, here's a huge opportunity. It's just like a trickle, like a grapevine messaging of like, hey, these are opportunities that you could possibly do. Or that could even be coming from your own, your own dreams where you're like, hey, I had this great thought. I want to do this. But there are opportunities for you to say yes and no to coming up. You cannot spend too much time thinking or deliberating. Do not do that to yourself. Okay, let's keep going for love. After lockdown, love. You are manifesting. If you're single, you have oh, here we go. Here it is. Good. If you're a single Libra looking for love, you have manifested somebody into your life. This person is ready and willing. This person is looking directly at you. Yeah, this person is not a fluke. This person is not, it's not an accident. It's not a fluke. This is someone you've actually manifested into your life. And this love reading goes into this previous sort of general financial reading, meaning what you don't want to do is overthink. That is going to be your greatest Achilles heel right now. Because the thing about lockdown and isolation is that it has given us way too much time to think. You can deliberate. I cannot speak today. You can deliberate. You can reason. You can strategize. You can try to plan. But what you don't want to do is mistake any of those things as being helpful when you don't realize that you're tangling into overthinking zone. And that's something that I fear with the 5 of Swords is happening. This person that you've manifested is older. This person has their, I don't know about their finances yet. I want to say they have their shit together because they are a king. They're visionary. They're creative. They're definitely in a position of authority in their own life. They're active. They're very, very active. They're on the go. They want to be on the go. But they're wise enough. They're wise enough to sit still when they have to. And that's what they're doing right now with this King of Wands energy. They're sitting down because they have to. And they're wise enough to know that that's the wise thing to do for them. But the second they get the green light, they're looking to go. They're ready to go. Go out there, out there, out there. King of Wands. That's a very, very active king. They're bringing a new sense of brand new love, brand new reawakening. It's a very good energy. But you manifested this person. It's not an accident. This person, whether it works out or not, which I think it will, whether it works out or not, the star card is saying that this person is actually helping you heal something and to come to a new awareness about something. And it also is just sort of reaffirming that you are on the right path of manifestation. So double check if you've been manifesting something. The Magician card is a manifestation card, yeah? So if you've been manifesting something, it's saying that whether it works out or not, or whatever the case is, you are on the right path, Libra. So the second you step out the door, out of lockdown, out of isolation, and you're able to get out and get amongst it all, it's the right thing for you to do. And this person is going to join you. Brand new start. You guys are going to be active motherfuckers together. Whatever that means. You're going to be active motherfuckers together. This is going to be like, and even I see like little things like that gecko or lizard or whatever that is. There's something very active and warm and sunny and outdoorsy about this energy here. Very strong, by the way. You might have another option too. So as good as this option is, there's going to be a second option coming in very quickly after lockdown. So this is one great option, but either way, there's an awakening here in love. It's all moving very, very swiftly for you. If you're single and looking for love, Libra, I don't have a couple situation here happening right now. I feel like the couple situation is this home front situation. I think that there's opportunity to come in. I think that you have to speak to someone about finances. Someone does not want to speak about finances. I think you have to go with your intuition. And I think that you have an opportunity to have something from the past reemerge in terms of like additional income coming in. I think any way you slice it, whether you have the conversation about finances or you don't, you guys are fine financially with this 9 of Pentacles. I think that's it. I don't see anything else. I mean, I think my Taurus read was the longest read. That was the most awkward read. If you're dealing with a Taurus, let's see who you're dealing with. First of all, some of you guys are dealing with an Aquarius. Some of you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius, a Leo, Aries. I feel more Sagittarius than anything. I don't see a Pisces here. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Maybe a Gemini. Some of you Libras are with a Gemini, dealing with a Gemini. That Gemini has manifested a new essence of energy into the relationship. Brand new start. Yeah. The Ace of Cups, the Fool, the Ace of Wands. Fuck, you guys. If you're single, Libra, looking for love, this is your fucking time to shine. This is your time. This is your time. Get ready for it. As soon as they, it's like a bull in a pen. A bull in a pen, right? As soon as the gates are lifted and you guys are able to get out there, like in the most like, whatever, legal sense of the word, legal, like everything is good to go. You're like, yeah, I'm getting out there. I'm going to go have a good time. It is on and popping for the Libras socially. It's really good. These are great cards for the single Libra. So get out there, enjoy yourself, and double check your manifestation list or your vision board or whatever you got going on, because I think that everything you are asking for is coming through. I think that this first person that you're talking to now, or is on deck right now, that's a great option. But I also think that you have a secondary option coming in. Yeah. But most importantly, this is happening. And that's been after a period of stagnation, loneliness, and maybe isolation before isolation was even a thing. So there's that. Okay. Good luck to you, Libra, and I will see you guys later. Follow me on Instagram if you want to, and hopefully I can come up with some readings for you guys in the fall, or maybe again in the summer if you want. Okay, bye.